second.
Hold on.
What is going on? It said this meeting is being
recorded.
No, we went live, so we didn't get King Solomon and Kenya on the live YouTube. We should have, but that's all right.
Yeah, well, they got they was on a Facebook page with the vet on Woodward, because I used to have ISIS too. I had 3 at one.
Okay.
Paperwork.
Let's get going. Yes, sir.
Oh, where is it?
Right here.
Oh, I thought I lost it.
Did you get that ordinance? Oh, go ahead. You can go ahead.
Yeah. I have.
Hold on a second, Ms. White.
Okay.
Good afternoon, everyone. Court is now in session with the Honorable Judge Sean B. Perkins. Our court is in session. Please keep your backgrounds quiet and clear. Sit back with your names to be called. Also, if you're in a vehicle, there is no driving while court is in session. Also, there is no talking, eating, drinking, gum chewing, smoking, and walking around of any kind, and please remain properly dressed at all times. Thank you.
Good afternoon, bro. Good afternoon. All right, good afternoon, everybody. Everyone, did you get that ordinance number?
Well, what I have, but I just want to match it with what's in the Register of Actions. I have. Let me pull it up real quick.
Well, I don't really care about the Register of Actions. I want the ticket, and I have the actual ticket here, and it doesn't.
Does it say what the ordinance number is?
It doesn't cite an ordinance number.
Oh, then on the face of the ticket's not. There's an issue with the ticket if it doesn't even have an ordinance number.
No, it doesn't have an ordinance.
Effective.
All right. Well, I would like to read that ordinance violation so I can hear what they say about having a BB gun. So every kid in the city with the BB gun can get a misdemeanor ticket, huh?
Yeah, it's really how it's being carried. That's the main issue.
I was at a park.
I see. Go ahead. Can you read that off to me, please?
Okay. Yeah, I just had it. One moment.
What's your date of birth, sir?
March 18th, 2001.
All right, you just got all kinds of stuff going on. He's got a violation of Marijuana Act too.
Yeah, what I have is section 31-13-62. It's brandishing a facsimile firearm, which is a BB gun.
Well, and then in this anything about, I'm going to get the city attorney in here so he can take his position, but this doesn't say anything about brandishing. I don't know if you have a number because there's no number on here, and we'll get some resolution to this. But however, he's also has a violation of Marijuana Act code that I don't have in front of me. That's in warrant status. That goes back to December the 6th, 2018.
How do I get rid of that?
Well, we're gonna take care of it all today. I don't know how it's gonna be disposed of, but I imagine you're gonna get one global offer. You also have a right to a trial. So, you have this one ticket for the firearm, for the BB gun. You have another ticket for being on the grass, parking on the grass. You know better than that, don't you? But I didn't say that you did. I just said you know better than to park on the grass. And then you have the violation of Marijuana Act, which I don't have an original ticket for either. So I don't know if you just want to set a trial date for your client and we take care of it all on that date, or do you want to discuss something with the city attorney about an offer, Ms. White?
We can, if you want, let's just let me talk with the city attorney.
All right, let's call. Well, Let us get him in here. We won't even call that case yet, but we have that together. Miss Gardner, let me get the city attorney in here now, because we can dispose of a lot of this stuff pretty quickly.
I'm sorry, I kicked myself out.
We see. We thought King Solomon told you to get out. If King Solomon would have told me to get out, I would have got out. I'm gonna do whatever King Solomon
He
said.
really, he's that kind of guy though, really, you know. You know, you wouldn't believe Solomon is, he's a fascinating animal. Everybody loves him. He minds his own business. If it wasn't for Solomon, I think my neighbor would have moved by now. He watches my neighbor. And my neighbor's an older guy. You know, we all are retirees around here.
Well, that's pretty good.
Yeah, well, you know, like I said, they were breaking in houses real bad. They stole everything I have. I have not one piece of gold, not one piece of jewelry. I had jewelry that I was planning on being buried in that was stolen. So for me not to have an animal, and don't get me wrong, I put up a camera inside and everything lately, but the animal is my best defense to keep, you know, because I live off of 7 Mile in Coney.
You live down the street you live on the same street as a cousin of mine.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and he lives on Hearn.
Well, they done closed Mason School, and I walked my dog around Mason School, and when Solomon ears went up and he tried to drag me into the school, I wrote a letter to Siri and my councilman, what's his name, Scott Benson, and I told them they better do something about this school because my dog done let me know that it's something going on in that school down there. It's people in that school or something, and the school is vacant. So if I can show you, this is Solomon's vaccination certificate.
We got King Solomon. Now, unfortunately, there's only one case in the system. And this is hopefully this will resolve whatever happens. This is Mr. Goss. This is Miss Wanda Ruth Gardner, and she has some documentation. She said if you don't dismiss her case, she's gonna stick her document picture on.
No, that's one thing, I don't play with those dogs like that.
So no, I'm just messing
with those dogs like that. No, I don't.
Yeah, you better not play with them dogs like that, because them dogs.
No. Solomon will probably just look at him. If he jump on him, he's tall as whoever it is. He's about 5'7" if he stands up on you.
Yeah, so she has a vaccination.
Vaccination and license for Solomon.
Now, she has King Solomon that she has the ticket for. This particular ticket is for B121127121. So whatever
this is Kenya.
Hold on, Ms. Gardner. Whatever dog she has down there, she has a vaccination, proof of vaccination. However, they put all of those tickets, and only one ticket is coming up in the system. So I don't know if the other tickets are going to come follow at some point.
What ticket is in the system right now?
B121127121. 2721.
This is for Kenya.
That's for Kenya.
Right.
Okay, Kenya is right here.
Yes, she's got all her paperwork and she's ready to show her paperwork.
I did it the next day. The only reason I hadn't did it was because of COVID.
She got some beautiful work. She missed the show. She showed us Kenya and King Solomon.
Yeah, this is Kenya's right here, license and rabies certificate, and this is Solomon right here, license and rabies certificate.
So the only one, the other three,
the other three did not get the system. Dismiss it. All right, let's call the case. You ready, Ms. Williams Law?
Yes, Your Honor.
Let's go. This is the city of Detroit versus Wanda Ruth Gardner, case number B121-12721. Appearance for the record, please.
Rita White on behalf of Mr. Wanda Gardner. Please state your name, Ms. Gardner.
Wanda Gardner.
Okay, there's a recommendation in the file to dismiss the case, Ms. Gardner, for your compliance on getting the license. We definitely appreciate, and unfortunately, we weren't live to show the rest of the world the beautiful Doberman pinchers you have, but I did say that I love Doberman pinchers. I always wanted one as a kid, and my mom, she does not like Doberman pinchers. She believes that Doberman.
They got that stigma. You know, that came off of that movie back in the 70s.
But I have Masters. I bought, instead of a Doberman pinscher, I bought a Neapolitan Mastiff, and that dog lived 13.
Okay.
And now I have a Connie Corso, and they're just some real docile dogs. I know they'll handle their business like that Doberman pinscher too, but they're just the best dogs that I love the Mastiffs. So
Yeah.
I love the Doberman still. They're very pretty dogs.
Yeah. I've always had German Shepherds and Dobermans, and I always had, my kids got poodles. Everybody has a poodle.
Well, we had a toy, my wife had a toy poodle when I first, and Sparkles
Poodles
lived
and Dobermans.
17.
Yeah, poodles and Dobermans.
That dog died in my wife's arms when I left for work one morning.
Oh, wow, she was hurt.
Oh, she was hurt. And
Yeah,
then,
I've never owned a pit bull, and I know they're beautiful, amazing animals. If the owner, you know, I'm sure if I had one, he would be absolutely friendly, and he wouldn't be vicious, nothing like that. Don't get me wrong. When the fence is closed and they know they're here by themselves, they walk around and do what they're supposed to do. They mostly, you know, I had one though that I never let them out when I wasn't home, because I got a room in the house for them as well, you know. But Solomon loves outside. Solomon does not want to be in the house, even if it's snowing. He wants to be outside.
Well, one day when I go around there on Hardner,
Come on. You know what? I don't know what I would do if I lose them, because I told you, as soon as I didn't have one, they broke in my house, and you know, I retired from the Postal Service. So I know the rules about animals. I would never allow my animal to hurt any child, person, mail carrier, because I was out there in the streets for 20 years carrying mail, and I was a supervisor for Grosse Pointe, Detroit, Highland Park, Hamtramck, as a supervisor of delivery. So I know what it's like to be out there in the street with a loose dog. My dogs have never been loose like that, never.
All right, Ms. Gardner, very well.
Okay, Judge, anytime you want to, you let me know. I got a friend that I'm waiting on her to get some more puppies, but I don't know. You know, I really think I want a black-faced shepherd this time.
I need you. Okay, thank you so much, and I hope you get a chance to get out and go vote. If there's nothing further, Ms. Gardner, you have a very good day, and have a happy holiday season too.
You do the same thing. I appreciate you, and you all stay safe downtown. I love Detroit. I've already voted, and
thank you.
If I have to keep, you know, everybody, you should move. You should move. I said, no, I'm not moving.
No. Thank you.
Take care of yourself.
You too.
Okay, so thank you so much.
I have a good one.
You too.
All right, let's move on to, all right, we have I don't know, first of all, let's get Mr. Garrett out of the way. You there, Mr. Garrett?
Yes.
You got a chance to see King Solomon, didn't you?
Ooh.
He doesn't even remember. You didn't hear her talking, showing her dogs off and stuff?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I was watching.
King Solomon and Kenya, you didn't see all that?
Yeah, I was watching.
Man, look at those there. Okay. This is the city of Detroit.
Yes.
Versus David Lee Garrett, case number U46224518, case number U59674121, and U59764521. Appearance for the record, please.
Rita White on behalf of Mr. David Garrett.
Okay, Mr. Garrett, can you state your name and spell your name for the record, because we have two different spellings down here.
David Garrett, David Lee Garrett, DavidLeeGarrett.
Okay, E-T-T, one is spelled E-T. All right, so here's the issue. First of all, Mr. Goss, can you put your appearance on the record, please?
Yeah, please, I'll take off P60162, Captain City, Detroit.
All right, so first of all, I didn't know, is it illegal? And is it against the law to have a BB gun?
The facility, yes, that BB gun probably didn't have the red tip. So in that regard, yes, it's a facility.
So that's one of the questions, and where is that? What, you don't know what code number that is, right?
It should be on the ticket.
It's not on the ticket. So that was another issue that Miss White's gonna want to talk to you about. Plus,
How you doing, Ms. Pike?
he's got a 2018 violation of the marijuana.
Don't worry about that.
All right, and then he's got parking on the grass. He says he knows better than to park on the grass, but he got a ticket for parking on the grass. We're not gonna ask him any of the facts and circumstances, and he's gonna exercise his right to remain silent on that, aren't you, Mr. Garrett?
Yes.
Do you know that is one of the best, most important rights that you have? That really embodies the beauty of our nation right there. All right. Here, he's 20 years old.
Yes.
I'm gonna take that there, sorry. Yeah, I'll take the figure.
Marijuana.
That was 2018.
Why would that have you concerned?
Seems the minor, that's all.
So most people smoke weed at 14, 15.
Is that concerned?
But he didn't say he was smoking weed though. He said he's exercising his right to remain silent.
Yeah, I'm exercising just on the fact of the allegation was when he was under 18, that's all. But
Okay.
I'm dismissing that.
Are you working, sir?
Yes.
All right, here's the deal, Ms. White, and your client, I'll give your client an opportunity to speak with you if you like to. I just want to keep in mind he has an absolute right to a trial. I want to make sure he knows that. And he has to, so the deal is to dismiss everything except for the parking on the grass. They'll say give him a 3-month delay. I'll dismiss immediately upon payment of $240. And the other 2 cases will be dismissed. So $240, he won't have any misdemeanor record as it relates to the 3 tickets.
And what will he be, if he's going to accept a plea to the delayed, under what charge?
It'll be under the, whatever, it's parking on the grass. So that's how it's written here. So that's gonna be the 55-4-33. I don't know how it's written in the book, but he'll be pleading with that.
Okay.
So you want to talk to the lawyer, or what do you want to do?
I'll go with that. I'll pay that. You said $250?
$240. Okay, now see, this is why I don't, all right, now, let's see here. This is why I don't deal with ROAs. On the ticket, it has the code of 55-4-33, and I have the big book here, but I don't have that particular book. And I don't know if it's gonna really matter, but on the ROA, it's somebody put it in wrong. So you wanna do your little due diligence, counselor? I don't know.
We working off the ticket, not the ROA.
I mean, if it's gonna be dismissed,
But what is 55-4-33 is my question.
yeah, that's not the actual code.
I don't think computers run on a Unicode.
Well, let's run it. You say that's not an actual code, Ms. White?
Yeah, the code for the charge that he's facing is 31-13-61. Not 60.
And that's not how it's written on the, we're going by the face of the ticket.
Yeah, we're arguing it's defective if there's no charge written to reflect the actual charge.
It's 55-1, so I can look.
Let's see, I'm gonna look right now. It says a lot. It's 55-4-33. I mean, we can still take the plea, but I'm just, that's another example of why I don't foresee with ROAs, because ROAs is somebody else taking this ticket and inserting it in the computer, and oftentimes I've seen it being put in wrong. It's as it's wrong this time. So he has one ticket that's, I guess you're arguing is defective on his face.
That's why I dismissed it.
Yeah, so he's dismissing that. He has an old marijuana ticket that we don't have the actual ticket for. And he has this ticket that I don't know if it's defective on his face or not.
Which ticket is that?
The ticket we're talking about, the parking on the grass.
Oh. So there's no code number?
It is a code number on the ticket, 55-4-33.
I actually still got that ticket too. It said that same thing. Well, both of them. Still got both of them.
Well, you want to pass it? You want to take the deal, or you want your attorney to do some more work on your behalf and see where it goes?
I'll take the deal because ain't really no reason to keep this going.
I don't know why y'all give up so good. So easy. I don't know why y'all give up so easy. I just don't understand.
I mean, I'm taking what's the name for my actions. I mean, I did this.
I told you what the basic best right that we have that no other country has it as good as we do. You have the right to remain silent. So the thing is that it doesn't matter whether you actually did what they said you did. What matters is whether they can prove it or not. And it's a bunch of steps. Okay. That's why you have a very skilled lawyer sitting right next to you. Well, not next to you in the literal sense, but right next to you on the screen. And she is very good at what she does, but you don't even want to. And she's here, and she's here, so she's gonna get paid regardless. And you don't have patience enough to take advantage of just wait to see. You may end up having to pay the $240, but you may not. You got money like that?
Oh, okay, then. To get it out the way.
And just to get it out the way. So if everybody said, you give your money away that easy, I then that's on you. That's on you. I wouldn't give my money up that easily. My money is too, I work too hard for it to just give up that easily. Now, Mr. Scott, Lula, he might have to give up his money. Let's see. Where are you, Mr. Lula?
Yes, sir.
Put your camera on.
You called in.
Camera.
He's on a phone call. He's not on Zoom camera.
Make sure he called in. So he didn't. All right. Are you looking it up?
It's 55 dash what?
-4-33. That's what is written on the ticket. Auburn, it's not even right there, is it? See? I should take his $240. Wants to give it up so easily. No, he's got a delay rate. All right, no, I don't. All right. Did we call the cases?
Not yet.
I should get that $240 to the court. He want to give it up so easily.
You talking about for Mr. Garrett?
And Mr. Garrett.
You called his cases, the U tickets.
Thank you. Right, Ms. Williams Law?
I'm sorry, what was that, Your Honor?
I should, I'm sorry, Ms. White, I should take Mr. Garrett's money, shouldn't I? Give it to the court. It's not coming to me, but I should give it to the court. He wants to give it up so easily. Sir, your cases are going to be dismissed, all right?
For me?
Yes, exercise some more patience next time, all right?
All right.
Especially when the judge is trying to tell you, just don't give up so easily.
Yeah, I was listening to everything you're saying.
But do you have kids?
No.
You don't have kids yet. You're just 20 years old. You graduate from high school.
No.
So you need to use that $240. You didn't graduate from high school?
No.
You need to use that $240 on getting you a GED.
Mm-hmm.
You don't
true.
need
That's true.
Giving your money away. Are you registered to vote?
Oh, yes.
Did you go vote today?
I was waiting for this Zoom call.
Yeah, right. I bet I should make him come back tomorrow and show proof that he voted too. But go vote, sir. Go get yourself a GED and a trade, or go to college.
Okay. I already got a trade at my job. I'm a chef.
All right, well, go get yourself a GED so you can have that too.
Okay. Yep.
All right?
Yeah.
All right. Have a great day, sir. Be safe. Have a good holiday season, all right?
All right, you too. Thank you.
Thank you.
So is there, just on the record, whether his matters are going to be?
They're dismissed.
Thank you.
Because the code wasn't written right on one ticket. The other ticket didn't have a code on it, so your counselor made a motion because that was defective on its face, because you're supposed to be apprised of what you're charged with, and just writing that you had an airsoft gun doesn't mean anything. And then, just like if we take the prosecutor's word for how the statute is interpreted, then you would have to have, if you take that red thing out, which you probably did take that out of there, then now it's the one that is meaning that is the case. But all of that stuff, Ms. White is going to test that stuff before you just sit here and say, I'm guilty. That's why I kept telling you to exercise that right. If you get pulled over or if you get the police come and approach you, trust and believe. They're not coming to approach you just to talk to you most of the time. They're coming to approach you because they want to know if you have been a part of some kind of criminal activity. And as soon as, most of the time, 90 something, I don't know how many percent, but a very high percentage of the time, the person tells on themselves because they talk too much. So you don't talk, you just might walk. That's the lesson for the day, all right?
Right.
All right, sir, but you're not gonna get any more trouble anyway. You're gonna stop parking on the grass. You're gonna put that orange cap, that red cap back in that pistol, that airsoft gun. And the marijuana laws have changed so much since 2018. That's why he's dismissing that, because now we've come, in my opinion, in the right direction with that stuff. All right, I'm done. All right, have a great day, sir.
You too.
All right, Mr. Lucas Scott.
Yes, sir.
Luloff. Pronounce that last name for me.
What's that?
Pronounce your last name for me.
Lucas Scott Luloff.
I did pronounce it right. All right, this is the city of Detroit, Perkins versus Lucas Scott Luloff, case number U600622721. All right, appearance for the record, please.
Rita White on behalf of Lucas Scott Luloff, who is present.
Okay, you heard all of that stuff that I was just saying, right, Mr. Luloff?
What's that?
Did you hear all that stuff I was just saying?
What'd you say?
I was just dropping knowledge, and you didn't hear any of that stuff?
Are you talking about the other guy that was talking before that?
Yes.
Yeah, I heard him. What did you want to say about it?
Do you want to tell on yourself right now?
What'd you say?
Do you want to tell on yourself right now?
Telling myself for what?
That's a good one. For what? I didn't do anything. That's what I would say. All right. Well, we have a ticket here, and we have an offer. The offer is to plead to the amended count of disorderly conduct, and I'll take it under a delayed sentence. Well, no, I won't take it under a delayed sentence. It'll be amended to disorderly conduct, and you'll have to take a misdemeanor morality class, and you'll have to get testing, of which the testing will be private to you. All we need to know is that you took the test, and you have to show proof of that. And upon payment of the $240 fine that I would assess if you wanted to plead guilty to the amended count of disorderly conduct and doing those other two things, then we can close the case out. Now, you have an absolute right to a trial, and you have a right to speak with Mrs. Rita White in the breakout room regarding this offer and how you may want to proceed further. What do you want to do, sir?
What would be the best thing for me?
I'm gonna put you in a breakout room for with Mrs. White. Okay, she's the lawyer, and she's the one here advising you today. Okay, so you can have an open and honest, hopefully honest conversation, because that's what she needs to know. Do you have the face of the ticket, Miss White? She's gone already. Fax her that. Fax her that too. Okay, are you ready? Are you ready for him to come on out? Did you see the face of the ticket?
Yes.
All right.
I don't have a copy of the ticket, but I looked at the charge. It's
Well,
off.
the copy of the ticket, Ms. Nash just sent you a copy of the ticket.
Okay.
Okay. So, Mr. Luloff, are you there?
Yes, sir.
All right, we're back on the record with Mr. Lucas Scott Luloff. I've given you an opportunity, sir, to speak with the city, with House Counsel, Ms. White, in a breakout room regarding the matter. How would you like to proceed? Ms. White, just let me know what your client wants to do.
Yes, Rita White again. We have Mr. Luloff. I spoke with him regarding the reduction in the nature of the two charges. He would like to take advantage of the plea offer.
Okay, all right. Sir, can you raise your right hand? Is that what you want to do, sir? You want to plead guilty to disorderly conduct?
Yes, sir.
Sir, do you understand everything that's going on right now?
Yeah, yes, sir.
You said you do understand everything?
They're gonna make me pay $240 fine and give me a misdemeanor for misconduct.
Disorderly conduct, and you have to take a misdemeanor class, and you have to get testing done and show us proof that you got the testing done. You don't have to show us the results of the test.
Yes, sir.
Can we get them set up with probation, Ms. Nash? All right. Sir, is that what you want to do?
Yes, sir.
All right, can you raise your right hand?
Yes, sir.
Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, sir.
All right, you can put your hand down. Mr. Luloff, how old are you, sir?
I'm 32 years old.
And
May
how far-
23rd, 1989, and today is November the 1st, 2021.
No, today is November the 2nd, 2021, but same. How far did you go in school?
I made it 4 years in high school at Cousino High School in Warren, Michigan.
All right. Are you sure your client understands you got a grasp of what's going on here, Ms. White?
He definitely appeared in terms of the nature of the plea and the solution. I didn't question him in terms of his competency as, outside of the nature of the charges in the plea.
I just want to make sure you understand what's going on, Mr. Luloff.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Ideally, it would be better if we could see him, but,
It would be better if we could see you.
Yes, sir.
Do you have a device that we can see your face, sir?
No, this is the phone call that they had put on the thing for phone call connection only on the paper that I got from the 36th District Court.
Do you have a computer or smartphone where you can zoom in?
I'm currently using my father's phone, but my phone is not paid its bill because the bank had closed my account without me letting me know that, and I don't have a bank.
Sure?
What's that?
Do you work?
I have an interview at McDonald's today, and then I have another interview at KFC.
How would you pay for the fines if we assess the $240?
I'll probably pay it by cash, or I'll have to open up a new bank account at a different bank account location.
You want to set the matter for trial, Ms. White? We'll leave the offer open for him.
I think we should.
All right. Here's what we're going to do, sir. we're gonna have you come back on another court appearance, okay? That's gonna be February the 7th, 2022 at 9 a.m. this time. I want you to come back, and I want you to have a device where you can zoom in so we can see you, okay? I will leave the offer open so you won't do any worse than you have today. So you're not going to be put in any worse position, but you could come out better than today. But we'll see what happens on February 7th. You understand that, sir?
Yes, sir.
All right. So will you be able to zoom in on somebody's device on that day or your own device on that day?
If it's okay, could I just pay the $240 today and do my probation that you had for me, or the disorderly conduct misdemeanor charge?
Ms. White?
Well, Your Honor, Mr. Luloff, he has to understand his advice rights when he's having them read to him. It doesn't appear that, that's been going, as such. So if you can reread his advice rights, and if he can explain without adding more information, he should hopefully be okay to move through.
I'd just rather him come back. I would rather him come back because I understand that, it's not, you don't want to come back to court, and things like that, but I can't see him, in a pre-COVID world, he'd be standing here in front of me in court. And I just kind of get the feeling that, while I know you want to get it over with quickly, Mr. Luloff, I kind of get the feeling that you need to take this time, come back on February 7th at 9 a.m. and sign on to a device where we can interact and we can see each other. I told you I would. You can't do any worse, sir. You can only help yourself and do better. If that's the now, I'm not saying that you are going to do better, but you can't do any worse.
Yes, sir.
You understand me?
Yes, sir.
And it's a potential that you could do better.
Yes,
So,
sir.
Can you do that, sir?
Yes, sir.
All right. You have that date?
February 7th, 9 a.m.
Are you writing this stuff down?
Yes, sir.
All right. Do you have my Zoom ID? Do you have my Zoom ID in front of you?
What does it say? Zoom app?
Yeah, Zoom ID. The Zoom ID is 360-434-0000. Repeat that back to me, please.
360-434-0000.
Yes. So let's have you back on February 7th, all right? I'll leave the offer open.
Yes, sir.
All right. If there's nothing further, sir, I'll see you then, and make sure you zoom in this time.
What do I go to do that? I don't know what that is.
You'll get when you get on the computer, all you have to do is type in Zoom, ZOOM.com, and then you want to join a meeting, and you put that meeting ID number I just gave you, that Zoom meeting ID number I just gave you, 360-434-0000, and then it'll put you in the room. It'll put you in the room, and we can talk and interact face to face. Or
yes, sir.
video. Okay?
Yes, sir.
All right, I'll see you back on February 7th. Have a great holiday season, sir. Be safe, and good luck on that job, okay?
Yes, sir.
All right.
Love you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Did he
Yes.
say love you? Bye-bye.
He
He said,
did.
love you, bye-bye. He loves you, Joe.
That-
What?